Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So in today's video I am going to be doing a full face of makeup with Nars Cosmetics. So if you've seen my video yesterday you would see that I did a bit of a haul recently and I picked up a couple of bougie products and two of them were Nars products. So in yesterday's video I did try the foundation, which I do like. A little bit yellow for me, but we're gonna make do with it, so I'll be using that today of course. And then I have the mini orgasm palette. That's another thing I thought I would ever say, but yeah, everything else is kind of older products. Again, don't have a full face because I just haven't purchased a lot of things from them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 products, and everything else I'm kind of something else. I'm using something else basically. I've already put on a primer because I don't have a Nars primer, so I went in with my ordinary high adherence or whatever it is silicone primer. So this is one of my project pans. I kind of feel like I'm almost at the end of it, I hope, but yeah, I haven't used it in a while, so I thought obviously I'd use it today. And then obviously we're now going in with the foundation. This is in the shade light number 5 in the shade Fiji. So like I mentioned in yesterday's video, when I tested it, a little bit orange for me, but it's okay. I could lighten it up a bit with my powder, which is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to use a brush today because in yesterday's video I used a sponge, and I just want to see if it gives a different application really. It is super hot today. Today is Saturday and I'm sweating so much. I have my fan on in case you probably couldn't hear it, and my window is closed because I live in a noisy area. So we're using one of my just foundation brushes. We're starting off with a couple of dots first. Of course I'm going to need more, but I want to start off and see what kind of application this does give. This is just a brush from Primark, so it's nothing special to be honest. So yeah, I mentioned this yesterday as well about testing out Nars products. I've always wanted to kind of try a lot of their things because I mean I just like the aesthetic towards it. Like their packaging is really nice, and I've heard I've heard good things just about the brand really. Like I've not heard any issues apart from obviously it just being quite high end and just a bit more expensive. The palette that I'm going to use today, which is the mini orgasm one, when I talk about it, but I found it to be obviously quite expensive for what it is, and I got it on a sale, but I'll mention that in a moment. You could probably tell already this foundation is very orange for me. It's difficult obviously when you're swatching online because I purchased this online, and they do have on their website a kind of facial recognition of what your shade might be, but I think it depends on the light that you're in, because I tried it twice. They gave me 2 different options, which I guess happens because obviously technology isn't as advanced as we kind of hope sometimes in certain things, but I got the shade Fiji just because I didn't want to go too light or too dark, so I ended up just going orange. That's just the way it works for me, to be honest. I tend to sometimes get it right, I sometimes do not get it right at all, but I think that's just with most foundations. But I think next time, because everything's opening up now, I might go into a store and actually get them to shade match me. That would just be so much easier. So yeah, I've put on a couple of pumps and the coverage is quite nice. It does say it is, I believe it does say, I don't know, is it full coverage? I should have read that. I mean, it just says it lasts longer, so it doesn't really say if it's that full coverage at all. It's not 100% full coverage because you guys know I have very kind of like pigmented skin, and you can see it just here, which I mentioned in yesterday's video. So I mean, using the brush hasn't done much difference, but that's not the end of the world. I'm going to set everything down now with just a powder. I don't have a powder, so I am going to go in with my Revolution powder, which is another project pan. So we're going to just kind of settle this down because this is a powder that I do trust to kind of mattify everything. So, and like I said, because this is a bit orange we're just gonna kind of make do with what we got. So what I'm trying to test out recently is the longevity of some of these foundations, just because again, top lip is always falling apart. So far this is okay. Yesterday we did alright with top lip date, so we might have a winner soon, but we'll see. And then now we're going to go on to blush, and I actually do have a blush by Nars, and it is a mini orgasm. I'm going to be saying that a lot. Like, I mean, if you guys know about Nars, you know that they like to use the word orgasm a lot. So yeah, and they're very like sexualized. I mean, I don't have an issue with that. I think a lot of people don't like it when you use sexual words in makeup or anything. It doesn't bother me because I'm mature, and I know a lot of kids would kind of get influenced into stuff like that. I kind of understand it, but I guess it's been around for a while. This is a mini that I purchased a while ago during a Christmas sale. I got it in a little kind of duo with a lipstick, which is not one of my favorites, but it's still okay. This is just their most well-known item. They come out with this like every year for Christmas with different packaging, different kind of themes around it, which I guess, you know, you stick to what you know, which is, you know, what a lot of people know this brand by is because of their blush and the name towards it. Oh, I think I might be finishing it soon because again, it's a very small one. I've used it quite a few times, but yeah, I don't know if I would buy another one in the future, just because I don't know, it's not the most amazing blush. It's very nice and kind of yeah, it's nice. That's kind of what I'm saying, but is it worth the price? Not really. So I don't have a highlighter, so what I thought I would do, I would try and be a bit clever, and in the mini palette, eyeshadow palette, to use the shimmer as a highlighter to see if it works, because I've never really tried that before, and I thought, let's do it, because this palette has pretty much one matte and 2, 4, 5 shimmers, so I'm gonna have to make do with what we have today. But yeah, I'm gonna use this shade here. I don't even think there's a name for them. Nope. So I'm using this corner just here, and we're taking a really small brush because obviously the pan is very tiny, and I want to see if anything will work. So let's get this on. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see here. I'm trying to be quite subtle with it because I don't want to go too heavy, because obviously this is not supposed to be a highlighter, but you know what, it's pretty nice. So I'm going to go in with the other side, not too heavy again. And to be honest, the blush does have a little bit of shimmer inside it, but I actually wanted a highlighter to just to use. So yeah, that's actually quite nice. That's quite surprising actually. My top lip is struggling a bit today because I feel like this heat is a bit too much for it, but we're alright, we're working for it. But yeah, that shade is really nice as a highlighter. Like, I would always probably recommend, especially like when it comes to highlighters or shimmers, a lot of them can be used all over the body. Just double check that they're eye safe. For example, like a highlighter, if you want to use it as any type of shade, just be very careful because you don't want to get any kind of chunks of glitter in your eye. That'd be bad. So let's go on to the actual palette now. I mentioned yesterday, this is like the smallest palette, the smallest, most expensive palette I've probably ever purchased in my whole life. I got it for £17 and this is on sale. So I think normally this is around £30. And on the Nars website they have like a last chance sale. They did have this on other websites, but it was sold out, so I was actually quite surprised that I found it on their website. So I'm going to go in with the only matte shade that this palette has, which is a pink, just here. And I know pinks are not normally my jam, but I just really wanted to try this palette. Let me take off the, let me take that off because I can actually have a closer look of the eyeshadow. So yeah, we're going in with the only matte shade, and we're gonna just go all over the lid, and just kind of, yeah, just blend it all in, because again, there's no other matte shades, so we're just gonna use that and just get on with it really. But yeah, yeah, when I purchased this, I was kind of like, okay, I can only expect it's going to be quite mini, because it's called essentially it's called mini eyeshadow palette. But again, I don't know if I'm just sounding really stupid or just ungrateful is not the word, because I mean I paid for this, so it's not like I was given this for free or anything. But yeah, it's just really small, and I have purchased smaller eyeshadow palettes for like 1%, or not, like 5% of how much this costs. But it's what I was saying about the Charlotte Tilbury one as well. Just high-end brands, they just sometimes take piss, and they know that a lot of people will buy it. This is really patchy. I'm like trying my best to get this to work, just to like blend in, and this is not working. I should have read some reviews. Maybe a lot of people were saying it's shit, and it's not my brush, because this is a brand new, clean, not brand new, but this is a clean brush. This is a Morphe brush, so I never have any issues with these brushes. They're gorgeous normally. This is super patchy, like this is not blending at all. I'm going to keep on adding. I mean, it just kind of is sticking to the side here, and it's not blending inwards. Okay, here we go. I kind of had a bit of an issue with the Charlotte Tilbury one yesterday, just because some of it just wasn't really my jam. I don't know. Okay, let's just move on to another shadow, because we're just going to be here all day if I keep on adding more to it. It will just kind of feel like it's separating. If you kind of have a closer look, you can see on the corners, it's kind of just stayed there. And then if you can see in here, which I have been blending, it's not doing anything. So yeah, I'm going to move on to this shimmer just here, just to see if it will do anything. I'm using the same brush as I did with my highlighter, because it's a nice flat edge brush. Oh, okay, yeah, so this is gorgeous. The shimmers, no issues whatsoever. Just that matte powder, that matte shade is not very good. So I guess I could use this as like an eyeshadow topper in the future. That's nice. That's come out really nicely. And it's kind of like it's a foil shade, so that's okay. But that matte shade I'm not happy with at all. Okay, so I mean, again, if you want to do something really simple, you want to buy a high-end product, if they have any left, this is an okay palette. I wouldn't recommend the the matte shade, of course. Maybe skip over that, even though it's quite difficult to, if you want to have some kind of transition shade, you want to use that matte shade, because everything else is a shimmer. Let me swatch them actually as well. So that's another shade. That's okay. And then this one, again, you could probably use these as highlighters as well. And then this gold one in the middle, which seems quite nice. Yeah, that's nice. I might use that as like an inner corner, because why not? Got nothing to lose here, guys, so yeah, that's alright. This palette is out of 10. What should we give it out of 10? 5. We're going to swiftly move on. So we are going on to a mascara now. So again, this is the Climax mascara that I have used many times on my channel. This is a mini size, which I got from Boots. I think it's like £10, so that's not too bad if you want to test out a mascara. This is quite a nice one. It's not like, no mascara for me is groundbreaking, it's just there. So yeah, this is cool. I didn't want to get a big one, because again, I use mascara so rarely as a kind of like big point of my look, so I thought I'd try a mini. And I think I purchased it during a sale, so it was like a couple of pounds cheaper, which is fine. I know that they have the black ones, which I think might be a waterproof one, because I don't think this is the waterproof one. I don't think so. But yeah, this one is quite nice. It's just a mascara, to be honest. And now we're going to finish on the lips, and I do have one of the Air Matte kind of, it is a liquid lipstick but it's not. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do my liner off camera first because it will just be quicker, and I'm using my KVD lip liner in the shade Outlaw, which is my project pan. So I'm going to do this off camera and then I'll do the Air Matte on camera. Okay, so now I am just going to go in with my Air Matte. This is in the shade Total Domination. Again, I've tried this so many times on my channel. It's a nice lipstick, but it's not one of my favourites, in all honesty. So let's get this on. It's very light on the lips, but the longevity of it is not that great. It will just like stain straight away, or like get off straight away. And yeah, that's it. It is nice and like creamy on the lips as well, but it's not what I would call like one of my favourite lipsticks, to be honest. So yeah, this is my finished look using a full face of Nars makeup. I would say that the eyeshadow palette is definitely not worth it. The foundation is good, I like it. I just wish I had matched myself properly, but on camera I think it looks fine. Like, I really don't think you can see how orange it kind of is, which is fine by me. Everything else pretty good. I mean, I'd say that Nars is a nice brand, but what I've tried, and of course I want to try more because it seems like they do have some nice products, but maybe the eyeshadow palette might, you know, a big one might be better. Again, using the kind of shimmer as a highlighter actually worked really well because it is popping. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Do not forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there. You get a closer look of any makeup I've done or the makeup that I do. And I hope you're well, happy and safe. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.